In the rush of our daily lives, we frequently find ourselves succumbing to the inclination to judge others swiftly. This tendency, rooted in superficial observations and limited interactions, often leads to the formation of opinions that fail to encapsulate the complexity of an individual. The consequences of these hasty judgments are manifold, perpetuating stereotypes, fostering biases, and hindering the development of meaningful connections. Beyond the societal impact, such quick assessments can have profound effects on mental health, contributing to heightened stress and anxiety. In order to counteract these tendencies, it becomes imperative to cultivate empathy, actively seeking to understand others and appreciating the unique tapestry of experiences that shape each person. By doing so, we can contribute to a more compassionate society that values the richness of diversity and transcends the limitations of surface-level judgments, fostering genuine connections and understanding. In this video, we have a story to tell you that highlights the negative impact of quick judgment. Let's dive in, shall we? The story. Once upon a time, in a bustling city, lived a dedicated policewoman named Detective Angela Williams. Known for her unwavering commitment to justice, Detective Williams patrolled the streets with a watchful eye and a compassionate heart. Her presence brought a sense of security to the community, and her reputation for fairness and integrity echoed through the precinct. Her colleagues admired her, but her mother, Mrs. Williams, couldn't help but notice that Angela's pride in her own intelligence sometimes overshadowed her interactions with others. One evening, after a family dinner, she took her daughter aside. "Angela, you're a brilliant detective, and I'm proud of you, but you've got to be careful not to let your smarts get in the way of your relationships," she advised, her concern etched on her face. Detective Williams, initially defensive, was surprised by her mother's candidness. "What do you mean, Mom? My skills are what make me successful." Mrs. Williams sighed. "Yes, but success isn't just about being smart. It's about understanding people. Sometimes you come across as too oversmart, and it might distance you from others. Don't let your brilliance blind you to the importance of humility and connection." But the detective did not pay much heed to her mother, and this led her to a life-changing incident. One fateful day, as Detective Williams patrolled the neighborhood, she noticed a 9-year-old black girl riding her bicycle near a park. For reasons unclear even to herself, Angela felt a pang of suspicion. Her assistant, Officer Jake Miller, attempted to diffuse the tension, reminding Angela that the girl was just a child. But Angela's ingrained biases persisted, drowning out Jake's voice. Ignoring Jake's concerns, Angela decided to approach the girl. As she pulled over, the young cyclist looked up with innocent eyes that held no understanding of the impending ordeal. Angela, driven by her unwarranted suspicion, decided to question the child. The interaction quickly escalated, and despite the assistant's protests, Angela handcuffed the bewildered girl, shoving Officer Miller aside in the process. Just as Angela was about to call for backup, the door of a nearby house swung open, and a tall, imposing figure emerged. It was the girl's father, a black man who, to Angela's shock, identified himself as Police Captain Marcus Johnson. The realization that she had not only misjudged the situation, but had also targeted the daughter of a fellow officer sent a wave of embarrassment through Angela. "Captain Johnson," Angela stammered, attempting to compose herself. "There seems to be a misunderstanding here. We were just—" Captain Johnson, his expression a mix of concern and frustration, cut her off. "What is the meaning of this, Detective? Why is my daughter in handcuffs?" As Angela fumbled for an explanation, Officer Miller stepped forward, deciding it was time to reveal the truth. "Captain Johnson, sir, I tried to stop Detective Williams. She didn't listen. There was no reason to suspect your daughter." Captain Johnson's eyes narrowed as he turned his attention back to Angela. "Explain yourself, Detective." Angela, her face flushing with embarrassment, struggled to find the right words. I thought there was something suspicious about her riding her bike. I didn't realize she was your daughter, Captain. I apologize." Captain Johnson's stern expression intensified, and he demanded an apology not just for the inconvenience caused to his daughter, but for the racial profiling that had taken place. Angela, forced to confront the reality of her actions, uttered a reluctant apology, realizing the weight of her unjust assumptions. The incident prompted an internal investigation led by Captain Johnson himself into Angela Williams' conduct. The findings were clear: a case of racial profiling and an abuse of authority. The department faced a dilemma: how to address the actions of a seasoned detective without undermining the trust of the community. In the days that followed, Captain Johnson advocated for a comprehensive retraining program on bias and racial sensitivity within the police force. He believed that, through education and awareness, the department could avoid such incidents in the future. While Angela faced disciplinary actions, including warnings and mandatory sensitivity training, she was not fired, as the department acknowledged the importance of rehabilitation and learning from one's mistakes. As Angela attended the training sessions, she began to grasp the magnitude of her actions and the impact they had not only on the innocent child, but also on the community's trust. Through education and self-reflection, Angela slowly began to dismantle the biases that had clouded her judgment that day. The incident also prompted a broader conversation within the police department about the need for ongoing training to address implicit biases and promote fair and unbiased policing. Captain Johnson's advocacy for change within the force became a catalyst for implementing new policies and practices aimed at fostering a more inclusive and just law enforcement community. In the end, the story of Detective Angela Williams became a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most experienced officers are not immune to biases, and that acknowledging and addressing those biases is crucial for the integrity and effectiveness of the police force. Captain Johnson's commitment to reform within the department exemplified the potential for positive change, turning a regrettable incident into an opportunity for growth and progress. Moral: the story underscores the importance of humility, self-reflection, and a willingness to evolve in the face of feedback and criticism. It highlights the significance of being receptive to community concerns. It emphasizes the transformative power of empathy and understanding, urging individuals to look beyond their initial judgments and actively engage in meaningful connections. Moreover, it delves into the consequences of unchecked biases and the profound impact they can have on individuals and communities. Detective Angela Williams' experience serves as a cautionary tale, emphasizing the need for continuous education and self-awareness within law enforcement. The involvement of Captain Marcus Johnson not only underscores the importance of accountability, but also showcases the potential for positive change when leaders actively advocate for reform. Ultimately, the story conveys the message that embracing humility, learning from mistakes, and fostering understanding are pivotal in creating a more just and compassionate society. And with that, our video comes to an end. I hope you found today's video informative and useful. Do not forget to click the button to like and subscribe to our channel down below. Smashing the bell icon will make sure you never miss any of our uploads. Share this video with all your friends, co-workers, and family members. Lastly, please leave your precious opinions and all feedback in the comment section below. Let me know if you liked today's video and what you learned from it. I will see you all again in the next one.